Alright. Hello everybody. This is going to be a small video.
I'm selling
Rust
cloth.
start.
If anyone needs cloth, I'll sell you cloth.
Somebody's selling cloth.
800 cloth per sale.
So basically, you might find yourself in a sucky situation
100 scrap.
where you die all the time in Rust, and you might not like it, and you leave, and you make a house, and you die with your stuff, and blah blah. So the way I play is I want to start correctly, easily, effortlessly, and if I die, I have a small setup so I don't lose too much, and I can start over again. Because for me, at least in this game, it's all about how well you bounce back, right? If I go outside the outpost and die, what did I lose? You know, I lost my setup, I lost my gun, did I lose the stuff I had to build my house? Am I back to a rock on the side of the beach, right? Am I starting over here? Okay. And so we're just going to talk about progressing actually in a game that has no end goal, I think. Okay. So first step, you spawn on the beach, like here, right? And I think for me at least, the first step that I love to make is to go straight for the outpost. So I put a marker on the outpost, open the map with G, put a marker with right click on the outpost, and that way you see it. I don't know if you can see it on the top there. There's a marker, right? So if you're lost in the woods and you want to find a quick way to get to the outpost, you have your marker on the top where your compass is. So it's a quick way. So you run boy, you run. And along the way, like say I spawn here, well, there's a little trail here, and along the trails and the roads you will find materials, boxes. So you'll find different types of box. The big box, which has decent materials and equipment. You will also find the toolbox, which are red. They're often in the back of the trunks or the side of the cars, and barrels. And trails will have those. So some people just do boxes and toolboxes. You'll find barrels, so you can hit barrels with a rock, but it's not very efficient. Although if you find a tool in the boxes, you can use it to hit the barrels and get some scrap. But here's the thing. You don't want to be doing this from this point here to, you know, however far. You don't want to do all this road. You don't need to. Honestly, I find that like a square's worth of road is enough to start. Because you're going to get stuff and you're going to put that in the recycler. And it's going to give you 4 main things, I think. Maybe 5. Oh, here's a horse. We'll be talking about that in just a second. Because this is the most efficient Rust start I found. You're going to find blades. I like blades. You're gonna find sewing kits. These are amazing. You're gonna find tools. You're gonna find gloves. You can put it on your body. Armor. So the small things. And you're gonna scrap some. But I don't think you need to overdo your inventory. As soon as you're full, just keep running. And I think the first thing you want to find is definitely gonna be hemp and to make sleeping bags. Above band-aids, you make sleeping bags, you put them down, because you're gonna die to everything. You're gonna die to a boar, you're gonna die to players, you're gonna die to a scientist, you're gonna die to all kinds of stuff. By putting bags down, you don't come back to the beach. That's step 1. And you just run for the outpost. Try to get here within 5 minutes. Okay? And hopefully you can put a bag around the outpost. Maybe after you do some selling or some recycling. But we recycled the blade, give us some scrap, some metal. We recycled a sewing kit. You don't need many sewing kits. We'll talk about it in just a second. I keep 3. The rest I recycle. Because Understanding materials is going to be key here. Sewing kits are amazing because recycling them gives you cloth and rope. And I remember when I started, I used to like, oh, I'll just take this and go. But you can recycle the ropes. And then the 2 ropes that it gives you more cloth. 30 cloths. So you end up having a lot of cloth, right? And cloths are very useful to make clothes. And the scrap is going to be very useful to learn your early clothes, which is your best defense. I rarely run offensive weapons, personally. I care about defense, health, evasion, because you don't want to lose your stuff. It's not necessarily by killing others that you're not going to lose your stuff. It's by running and by doing the things you need to be doing. So you want to get cloth, scrap, wood, let's do this, metal, and rock. Okay. And by having the tree, you'll be more successful. Oh, so many things to talk about. But the first thing I like doing when I go on the road is okay, sure, get stuff, sure. But if you can find a rock, you try to mine it. You start with your rock. You get 100 rock. And then you hit a tree and you get 200 wood. That's gonna be enough to make your pickaxe. And you go back to your rock if it's really sparse, if there's really little rocks. You go back to your rock and finish it with your pickaxe. Or you camp your rock. Or if you feel confident you'll find more rocks, you just keep running to the outpost and then you hit your next rock and you salvage it. And by getting all this rock, you're gonna get 500, 600 rocks. You come here, you're able to trade your rock for wood, and you happen to get a really good deal. So let's say you have 800 rocks, right? You can trade 600 for 2,000 wood. 2,000 wood is 2 stacks of wood, and it doesn't take much more than that if you have enough rock and if you want to build with rock. So I'm a little underprepared maybe to build a house right now, but let's grab the horse. I think we have enough time to go. Don't pass under here with the horse, by the way. You'll die. Go home for a sec. So let's say you find like 2 rocks on your way here. That's great. 2, 3 rocks, you know. Come on, you horse. You trade for 2,000 wood or 2,005. You make a TC with 1,000. You're still left with 1,005. 1,005, 1,000. It takes about 50 wood per when you use the plan to build a little thing. We're gonna fucking not make it. And then you use the rest of the rock to solidify it, because you don't want to waste your time. This is my first house, a triangle with a TC. I can sleep here. There's nothing wrong with this. Just sleep here. I fucking made it tonight and I was alive, so whatever you say. I'm like trying to build, experiencing really smaller builds, because we all know what a 1x1 and a 1x2 looks like. Oh, I can't see nothing. So I'm experiencing right now with 2 triangles, right? Because everybody knows what a 1x1 and a 2x1 looks like. You know, the square ones. Let's try with triangles, you know, just to see what kind of space we can work with here. I put my TC, and the rocks walls were 300 rock each. The floor is 300 each, so that's 3, 3, and then 3, 3, 3, and then the frame, I don't know, maybe a 150, and the top is 150. So let's say 450 for frame and top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 300, that's 1,005 plus 450, that's about 2,000 rock. And you might say, well, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of rock. But you can buy the rock back at the machine. also if you have enough scrap. And we'll talk about getting scrap, because I think the first part of this is getting enough scrap to do everything you want to do, to research. When you make a lot of scrap, you do not care about, oh god, the rest. So the way I make scrap is with fertilizer, and and I have a small box. I'm poor on purpose. Small box just to put the useful things that I have, the gears, the components for doors and other things, stuff that I care about. I care about the blades, because you can make the paddle with it, which is the best tool for the outpost. And the compost is gonna be the way to make our money. So let's bring this 500 compost and see why it's here and how we're making money with this. Run. Look around. Look cool. We're looking cool. Alright, we're good. And going back to the outpost. So the outpost is going to be key to build quickly, get quickly. You know, get 3 rocks with your mining thing. Come to the outpost, trade it for wood. You can trade all of it for wood, especially if you start wipe. You just need wood, just wood. Just get a load of wood and go build. That was one of the boxes. Just because I want to make a video over here. We're gonna be working at night. By the way, if you like the horse ride and you come to the outpost to sell your fertilizer on a horse, do it at night. Right? Run your horse at night. While we're here, let's talk about valuables. So we got barrels, but people often forget road signs, and road signs are the best. Now the paddle is going to be one of the first thing in the tier 1-3, and it's the best all around, in my opinion, because you can use it at the outpost. You can't use a pickaxe at the outpost. You can't use a spear. You can't use a hammer. You can't use nothing. But it's gonna be a 2-hit on every barrel and 4 hits on a pole, which is better than 10 rock hits. Just efficient. Every pole is gonna give you 10 scrap and 2 high qual. The high quals are very good. A very good way to get some high qual. You can find them in the roads too. You recycle them. There's one here too, and then one over there, and then there's one over at the corner over there. There's a few around, and there's some on the road, and still a safe spot. And you just recycle stuff you don't need, like guns, stuff like that. I personally happen to have researched a lot of guns. I was busy this wipe, or lucky I should say. I'm gonna keep that gun. I'm gonna keep the blade because I might need it to repair my paddle. I'm gonna let go of the pressure. The road signs you only need if you have tier 2 to build your armor. Besides that, just use cycler, get some scrap. Pipes are good, but only when you have guns. And since you can get road signs anywhere, just scrap them. It'll give you useful resource. Now when you come to the outpost with your stuff, gears, we don't need that when you start. You don't need any of that. Keeping the rock, because you can salvage animals at the outpost. You can kill animals at the outpost with your rock or your paddle or your torch, and you can salvage them with the rock. And that's how I got my wolf head, because I killed a wolf at the outpost. Are we good? The water jug, I think is there's a lot of things that I think are underestimated. The gloves. When you find gloves, keep them, research them. You can make them with leather from animals you kill at the outpost. So research at least one of them. The jug you can buy here for 5 scrap at one of the machines. We'll see it later. 5 scrap for a jug. It gives you 50 metal fragments per jug. Every time. And that's really good. So, truthfully, metal fragments for me, I rarely mine any ores. Just rock. Barely don't do wood anymore unless I need it quick. Because we get it all here. Let's talk about workbench, then we'll talk about the economy and how to get unlimited scraps. So workbench 1, we have a workbench 1 here. At outpost. Sorry for the low qual here. Keep that. Okay. 2 workbench. So if you... Personally, I think I'm gonna spend my first day of wipe entirely here at the outpost. I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need to build anything. You could develop your economy, but you'll see later that day 2 is gonna be economy. Okay, let's get started. So you come here, maybe you have 100 scrap by now. Recycling, doing some roads, doing some poles. You should have 100 scrap. This is the tree. These are the things I like to research. So I start with hammer, go straight to paddle. The minute I step foot here, it's 20 for hammer. No, 75 for hammer, 20 for paddle. It's 100 just to get the paddle. Then you start doing some poles. You start doing the barrels because you're gonna be more efficient than everybody else. Not everybody knows about the paddle. Not everybody knows how strong and good it is. You'll be more efficient. You'll do more and you'll get there faster. Then I do the close. Right, because you want to stay in the safe zone. You might try to go out of the safe zone, but like 10 foot at most. You don't need to risk it. You don't need to at all. You just need to be patient. And work hard, I think. Then you get your clothes. You might already have clothes, you probably do. You just put that on, you wait until you can make them. The best clothes, I'll show you right now. The best clothes I could get, let me show you, for tier 1, because I've analyzed all of it like 3 times. I'm settled on a setup now. So tier 1, you get, where is it? You get this. Okay, so come here, try to kill an animal, get some leather. You're gonna get food for it. If you don't have food and you come to the outpost, you want to heal. You want to go buy, what is it called? Tuna. They sell 5 cans of tuna for 10 scrap at one of the machine. We'll go see it later. You buy the tuna for 10 scrap. You eat the tuna, you sit down on a chair. It'll give you 100 comfort, 100% comfort. You will heal to 100. That's step 1. Then you try to kill an animal, or if you're able to. It's easier with the paddle because the paddle has incredible reach. It range 2.8. You can literally hit things. Like, look how far I am from this thing. That is far. You can hit an animal without them necessarily having the ability to hit you, especially if you move. So it's easier to kill an animal after you get the paddle. Okay. You get your letter. You look for a wolf, because the wolf head is probably the best out there. It's 30%. So forget about melee 60, it doesn't matter. You're gonna be... others can't get in range of you when you're not in the safe zone. You're gonna kill them. Don't let them get close. And it's often like a big buff, so who cares? It's really about projectile and other players that are better at you than you are, shooting you. So projectile 30%, that's all I'm looking at. You can look at cold, radiation, but it's gonna be the most important one here. And you're gonna find out after you have your clothes that you're good on cold, you're good on rad most of the time. The wolf head at 30%, it's hard to beat. Most things are 15%. 15% on everything. A lot of people like the burlap. I think you can just skip that right through to the wolf head. If you don't have any wolf, but you killed something else, you got the bone helmet at 25, which is great. If you only have killed something and you haven't farmed, maybe you've killed many things, you can make the bone armor, which is a fine start. But we skip that quickly with road, get the wolf head and get some clothes. So in terms of shirt, look at this here. For 10 leather, you already have a 15% shirt, right? Because you start with burlap, 10%, and what else? You don't even have the t-shirt. This thing is 15% for 10 leather, so right away you get the same as a t-shirt or these other shirts. The long sleeve is 15%, the t-shirt's 15%. The fucking shirt, which looks fine, is also for 15%. They're all 15%. You already have it. You know? So useless. They're totally useless. They're just there for colors. So you start with the hide for 10 leather. For the pants, I have these, the burlap, 10%. And for the armor, you just make the wood armor, because as we've seen, it's easy to get wood. Really easy. Just need some rock to get wood. So it just cost us in rope, but you can get rope with sewing kits. So, and it's like one of the first thing when you hit a barrel. A blade, some rope, you know, easy. So you make the wooden top and bottom to start with. And if you can get some gloves, very good, because that's protection for the body. So I prioritize head and body over legs, because most players are going to shoot here, right? They want to shoot here, and that's another thing. When they notice they're shooting it down, they're gonna raise their gun. They want to shoot here, upper body. So you want to get as much as possible. You'll get a bandana, this thing, which works with the wolf head, so it brings the head to 35%. And for the shirt, you can upgrade from wood to... See, this is the same as wood. The poncho, people like the poncho, it's just 10%, just like wood. You might as well run like this. What else is there before we get to the tree? I don't think there's anything else, so just wood. Plus you can get a full set of these two in a red toolbox. So when you do roads, you might find both of them in a red toolbox. Really good, really good. I like to make the boots, but I don't like to make the gloves, because they don't have projectile, they just have melee. Boots have projectile protection, but gloves don't have projectile protection. So what is it for? You can say, oh well, I have 5 slots to spare. Well sure, but just get to the outpost, I think. Just move on. Okay, now let's get to the tree. So the tree, some people want to go to gloves, they want to do this side, they like the coat, 20%, the jacket is 15%, less than the coat, but the jacket will go over your shirt. The coat will replace your shirt. So the coat is just for the snow area because it replaces the shirt. It says 20%, but you were already at 15, so you're just adding 5. Whereas the jacket, you're adding 15 because it goes over the body. It goes over the shirt. You have the shirt and the jacket. And I feel like people just don't put enough attention on these details that are critical. They are so important. That's how I get 40% armor, right? In my body here, upper body. And the gloves. So for the gloves, I like to buy them at 40 scrap. I know it might seem a little steep at first, but I think if you work all day at the outpost, it's not really gonna be that big a deal. You might just find the small gloves, just use those. Research those, use those. It's fine. But at some point, you're gonna get enough scrap that you won't know what to do with. So let's, I'm hearing somebody already working on it. So let's go take a look. So, how do you make unlimited money? Let me show you. You want to get a horse. Where's my horse? People will get a horse, put it in the house, put a little stable like this here in the house, and then the horse will eat from there. Yes, you want to feed the horse pickles, which are here. They are 6 pickles for 1 scrap. 1 scrap. 1 scrap, don't mind me. So very cheap, right? That whole bunch cost me 6 scrap, right? Super cheap, by the way. Can of tuna, water jug for metal, tuna for health. Okay. Oh, and while we're here, grenades for metal and gunpowder. You can buy the composter here, most of the electrical, car. Ooh. I like buying the locker here and researching it while I work, and the drop box. These are great items. You can get the glove here, 40 scrap. This smoke grenade, if you recycle that, will give you gunpowder and metal frags. These, and gunpowder. You can slap a gun, you have the blueprint, and make bullets at the same time. Very cheap, 5 scrap. Okay, very cool. Let's go over here for a sec. Just want to show you a few things. Just because I've shown people so many things last week and people liked it. Tactical glove, same price, 40 scrap. Same stats also than this. Except it's better for cold. This one reduces cold. And by the way, I want to see if that -8 helps in the desert when it's too hot, because this is hot. I want to see if by having -8 cold with a glove like this in the desert, I don't get too hot, because it's hot compared to a glove like this. I don't fuck with boots because of the wolf head and the bandana. The metal tier 2 helmet offers 35% and would allow me to put boots on, but I really don't prioritize the legs armor. I don't find it that important. I could be wrong. You can get water here, you just have to look at this thing. And for food, if you've killed animals, you can cook them using the barbecue. Any food, any wolf, anything. Then you sit down on the chair, you get 100% comfort. As long as your food and water, I think, is higher than 100, you will heal until they drop below 100. See, comfort 100%. That's why it's important to get a bear rug for your home. because you can get to 100%. So close. We're almost done. Okay, next step. Unlimited scrap. The horse. It just so happens that we have 6 horses here. And across my mind yesterday, are we able to feed the horses? And are they able to poop? Because you put the poop in the compost, and it gives you fertilizer. See, one poo will give you 10 fertilizer. That's why I have 500. It's because I've picked up 52 poo. And so I did that yesterday. And abracadabra, you'll never know. There's horse poo. There is like fake poo for decoration, it's like decorative. But they will eat. Gotta just put it a little nicely here. They will eat. And they will shit their life. And you get to grab this. How much did I just grab, by the way? 18. I've been away for a few hours. Oh, I think there's horse shit here. Hold on. Nope. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Very odd. And sometimes it's dissimulated. Oh. Here. Here. Dude, I'm at 37. Think I have a hard time getting to 52 again? Or 520 fertilizers? Nope. Horse poo. Just carefully look around. Sometimes it gets stuck on the thing here. This is a dirty job, but it's a well-paying job. Look, decorative, you can't pick it up. Proudly displayed. Okay. And you put that on your fertilizer, and your fertilizer, the way it's organized, it's got like 6 by 2, like this. That's okay. So what you want to do with the shit is spread it. You want to spread it like that in your compost box, so it composts faster. And literally, like within 15 minutes, you can get hundreds of fertilizer. And you come here. Some servers will make this box a little easy to access, but what you need to do is just align straight. You don't want to be like sideways like this. And you just frequently press the space bar, and you keep the W. Then you press E, you access the box, but you keep doing that. And at the same time, with your mouse, and you get to control your guy at the same time. With your mouse, you need some coordination to do this. Don't lose sight of your guy. Max this the fuck out, you buy. And you stay close to the machine, don't give up. And then it's sold. And as you can see, it's 100 scrap right there, 30 more scrap, and we've barely touched the stack, right? So the rule is it's 3 for 2, so it's 1.5 per fertilizer. So basically, if I have a 500 stack, 1.5 times 500 is 750. So I'm gonna make 750 scrap out of the 52 poo-poo that I've put in my fertilizer. 750 scrap. And it doesn't look like it's gonna take a lot of time, right, to do that again. And you would be right. If you keep your horse fed all night, and come back in the morning, and you pick up the poo-poo, you literally have a stack of like 75 poo-poo. You can do things, right, at the same time that the horse is shit, huh? And come back and organize your fertilizer and do all that. The horse is doing the work for you. I shit you not. At the end of 2 days, the last server, I had like 3,000 scrap. I didn't know what to do with it. So I despawned it. You'll never need scrap again. And then the next step is you try to get some guns. So you get to research things you find. Every time you get a gun, you try to research it. Bullets, attachments that you may like. You can even just go straight for the DB if you prefer the DB or the pistol. With that kind of money that we're doing here, you can do that. You can go straight for tier 2. So a lot of players forget you don't need to work on tier 1. Right, you can just get 500 scrap, go straight to tier 2 and start developing that tree. It's a little bit of tedious, but I like it. It's calm, it's peaceful, you're not gonna get attacked here. You know, you can do this while you're doing other things, you're watching a YouTube video, whatever. And that's the setup. You know, sorry for being so long-winded, but there's a lot of things. If you're still here, we might just try to see if there's other things we can talk about. But yeah, I mean, I'll get tier 2 and develop tier 2. We'll get this branch on tier 2, but not the chest branch. I like this branch here for tier 2, the legs, but not the chest. The chest, we don't necessarily need more. Plus it's gonna start costing too much in road signs, which we can't buy here. Oh. Yeah, what's good, man?
Pick up. You have like 25 scrap? I got like some charcoal. I got like 5k charcoal if you want.
Where's your microphone?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, you have it. What do you need?
I need 25 scrap. Do you have some by chance? I have some, like... I have 5k charcoal for trade.
No, don't worry about it. Everybody who hangs out here has 25 scrap, brother. No problem, no problem. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, bro.
Hey, you know what I would like?
I appreciate you.
I would like your... what is it called? This sweater? What can I trade you for the sweater? No, seriously. What else can I trade you?
Just give me another shirt.
Okay. You got a shirt here.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, you need anything else? Cloth, something, yeah?
No, I'm good, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, I got a lot of cloth in my base. I got like 2k.
You can sell it here, like 80 cloth here.
Recycling cloth stuff and
yeah. Well, when I have too much, man, I sell it here. It's 80 cloth for 10 scrap. You just rack up like 50, 60, 70 scrap, you know. Yeah, whatever you like.
Okay, nice.
We'll let him fuck with it for a sec.
Cool.
Oh, and by the way,
I appreciate it, man.
You know about the street signs here? If you get them, 20 scraps each or 10 scrap each.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could get these ones. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Hey, no problem.
Alright.
Here, you want to farm? Take this.
I'll see you later, man.
Can you make the paddle?
What's up?
Can you make the paddle? We're just gonna fucking help this guy out.
No,
I don't know if you understood what I just fucking said. Give him our paddle. Here, man, you can research this or make it or use it. It's the best to use around, yeah.
Alright,
shit,
thank
man.
you, man.
Pleasure, man. Thanks to you.
Alright, good shit, man. See ya, bro. Good luck.
Yes, thank you, man. And that is player interaction, and you know, you can use that. You know,
it's very good that you told me about the sign, because I actually had less scrap than I needed to get the SAR.
Yeah, it's the best. I love the sign. You get the HQ.
Cool.
Keep my name, man. I'm making a small video, and I'm putting it on the YouTube tonight, just for basics. Yeah.
That sounds good, man.
Yeah. Cool stuff. Oh, what is that? A bullet. Thank you very much. We can research that.
Oh. Yeah, I'll have that back.
Yeah, me too. I'm good.
Yeah, I feel
Alright,
like
Zero.
that with Tommy.
Yeah.
He might be your friend. Wait, let me check. Let me see his name.
Oh, we can take things chill. I don't mind.
I think his name is Prudencio.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how all of that works. I met a lot of people.
Okay. See you, man.
All right. So what else is there to say? So this shirt, this hoodie, this is a tier 2 shirt, right? So it's gonna add an extra 5% to your shirt, making a 45%. So a hoodie is great. I don't know about researching it because you do have it soon in your tier 2. You might just want to use it, and you can't make it without your tier 2 anyway. Unlike the tier 1 stuff, which you just come to the outpost and make it, you know? Like this stuff you can't make, so you just use, I think. Glove. You can buy the glove, but the hoodie, the kilt. Let's keep selling stuff, yeah. So I hope it's pretty clear to everybody. You'll probably make more money with the cloth if you have a big cloth farm, but you also need more time to sell, I think. I don't know. I just sell the fertilizer. You've seen the house already. So we gotta be doing this for what, 30 minutes or so, but we're gonna end up with 750. We could drop the horse dung. Like if you have like that much, what you can do with 300 scrap is just come here and expand on your tree, maybe get a few things from the machine. You know, I like the locker, I like the drop box. You picked up a bullet, you picked up something you want to research, you put all that in the research. Don't forget your scrap in the research bench. And then if you kill here, I don't want to do it, but like you would die here. Nobody can loot your bag, and your bag can stay here for an hour. Then you can go home and do things and come back, or even come back here, grab the dung if you don't want to risk it, and just bring the dung home to the compost. I'm gonna risk it because I don't care. But like you use strats, you know. Like if say you want to build like over there on that rock over there, you just kill here. You know, in the safe zone. It needs to be not too close to the outside border because they can loot you if they're outside the safe zone border and you're in. But like something like this here. Kill, come back, you put a bag somewhere close first, then you kill. Here, you die here, and then you grab your material, you go and build your house, and you come back here and grab your stuff and come back to your house. You can be like strategic about building a house, and the house you build should be built strategically as well. Start with a triangle, put some walls, put a door, put your TC, and now you're stuck like me in a fucking triangle TC room, which is a good start. You know, and if you die, well, at least you can come back, grab some rock, trade it for wood, start over. And you haven't lost anything. These can offer also military rates. which is really good. I am not a legend. I die to things. Oh, the horse. But, you know, at least, I mean, it's gonna give people a chance. Like, these guys, they build a big base. Gone. In 2 days. You know, these guys over here, they had a plan. They were... I don't know. These guys are still up. These guys are building. A lot of places have fallen by now. Right, so I start literally with this. And it locks the place down. This is my place. Come out here and I put a plan and I continue. And then you remove the door. I don't like the single doors anymore. I prefer the double doors because there's so much more malleable. You can remove the whole door, put a garage door. Oh, I hope you're not claustrophobic because... Spread. By the time we're done selling, this will all be transformed into fertilizer. We have what, 70, 60 ferts with this? No, we have 60 poo-poo. That's like 600 fert. You just keep running money. Oh, I should have dropped this. If you give it like a minute or two, one of each will transform into fertilizer. Sometimes you see it in real time as you're doing it. That's why we spread it. It's because it looks at each square and then transforms it into 10 fert each. That's 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. It went down by 1. And it goes here. And once this is 500 or 1,000, then it's full. So that's why I leave another square open, because especially if you do it in the morning, you'll get like 1,005 fert, which amounts to 2,250 scrap. 2,000. Okay. Okay. I like this little build, by the way. I don't want to shoot him because I'm going to the outpost.
Yo, it's me, bro.
Who is that? Do I know you?
Quandale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just gave me 25 scrap.
Yeah, take your gun out. Get your gun the fuck out. Gun.
No,
Gun.
No, don't. I apologize.
Don't worry, it's me. Just take the gun away.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
You live here. That's your house.
I couldn't see the.
You want to see my house?
I live all the way at the bottom of the map.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
Sure.
Well, I've got fucking time to spare. I've got a minute on me. I didn't want to shoot anybody. Okay, my house. Okay, let's go.
Me too. My bad.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this is very nice.
Yeah, you want to check it out? Maybe not.
I need to get going home, okay? Alright, man, I'll see you later.
Alright, see you, mate. Funny. I need food. I need food. Oh, we have rock here. It's easy to get rock. See, these people, I mean, they live around the outpost, and they just do the outpost. But I mean, it's fine to start. You want to get your stuff done. You want to get, you know, get your tier 2 sure. Get through the tree. But at some point, you want to move a little further. But here's the thing: the last house I made, the outpost was like here or like here, and I built my house like down here. And I wasn't ready to do that because I was running this economy with the horse. So I had to wait for nighttime, take the horse down on the fucking trail. It took all night just to get to the outpost. It didn't make much sense. I wasn't ready to move that far. You know, even now, like, I still like to be able to go back to the home quickly. So my little house there I call the checkpoint. You know, that's what I call it. It's a checkpoint. You got your bed, you got your food, you got a setup. I don't know if I put a locker there, but like just something simple. You know, just a little checkpoint. That's it pretty much, I think. I think we've covered most of it. I mean, there's more. So for components, I like, you know, blade here. If you get you need the paddle, just 15 scrap, get a blade. Most of the time you'll get blades, but like, if you need a quick tube, quick blade, quick gear, even. And that's it for that. So the next part, after you're equipped, you can find guns. Oh, we haven't talked about the initial gun. So the initial gun that I like to make is not even on the tree. It's the nail gun. The nail gun is just a bit of scrap, which is the money, and metal fragments. And again, you can get metal fragments by buying the jugs and scrapping them, but you can actually get more by buying it straight here. You'll get the same amount. For 5 you get 50, 25 you get 250. So you just come here and buy with your 40 scrap. So let's say you do what is it, 4 poles, right? 4 road poles. There's 2 right there, right? 4 poles with 40 scrap. You come here, pick up this tag for 25. You're still left with 15. You got 250 scrap. Come here, craft a gun, which is only 75. You're still left with scrap, with metal fragments. Then you craft your ammo for the gun. You got plenty, all under, you know, 25, 15, or 40 scrap. So very cheap. I like the nail gun. You have to shoot quickly, but you get a lot of reach. You can hit animals. People will do Iokas. I'm starting to get a better feel for the Ioka myself. That's the fastest gun to slap together. Wood, metal fragments. As soon as you hit a recycler, you throw shit in and you get metal fragments. You already have wood. Slap this together. You'll need gunpowder. And some rock you already have to make the shell, but you've seen it here. You can buy a nade or a smoke grenade. Recycle it, get your gunpowder, make your shells. It's super quick to slap together. Doesn't need a blueprint, you know, and you can start. You don't want to do melee. I think melee is absolutely not the way to go in this game, where you can slap together a gun or a nail gun so quickly, so fast. You're gonna struggle trying to get players with your melee. You already have a tool. You can already hit things. You can hit players that are coming to you with a rock, and you can shoot them. You do want your band-aids. You want to be good at hitting the tab, clicking band-aids 3 times, having your band-aids with you. These are primordial, and you want to get 100 health by just, you know, learning to come and get your food and sit down. Let's sell some furt. And even though this is not, I would say this is not my goal personally. on how I want to play this game. I think it's the fastest way to get this setup of yours running with the least effort and just something very calm and cozy. We'll get the poo-poo, we'll get them some food, we'll get us some food. It also hydrates you, so I think that's the best option if you don't have one of the tanks like this. Like if you're at the bandit camp, I think I couldn't find any of this here, so you just buy 2 of them. Okay, whatever. Oh, and if you buy a water jug and you need water, you can come up here and fill it up. Let's do the horse. Did you know you can put the empty tuna cans in your TC? I learned that yesterday. The TC will take empty tuna can. Dude, this is a dumb setup. This is insane. Nobody gives a fuck. They're like, oh, this guy's feeding the horse. What a role player. My friend. Strategic developments are happening. Look around, because it can be scattered. Try not to look like too much. Okay. This one does not poo-poo. No, nothing. Some of them poo-poo and some of them don't. Maybe we should buy the least profitable horses and let them ride off in the sunset. How much poo-poo? We have 16, which is not much, but like if you keep working at the outpost, it'll add up. Like literally before I started the video, I went to get like a pop or something. That's why when I came back, there was like 50 poo-poo. Was gone for what, 20 minutes and not half an hour or so. What do we had? 150 scrap. Like this is like 2/3 to a workbench too, like so quick. I developed this. I developed utilities that I like. Drop box. I like the flashlight for the weapon, bullets and guns, all the guns. My gun strat now, I think, has wisen up. I think I used to like to want to run a gun, just like one gun. Like I would settle on a gun. Like maybe I would settle on the revolver. You know, that's my gun. I know what I need. I need metal pipes. I need cloth. I need metal fragment. By the way, cloth, metal fragment, wood. Forget about them if you use strats. They're like nothing. Nothing. So you need metal pipes. Okay. But the truth is, I think, especially with the good bodies that you get, you want to be able to use them. So you will make the gun that you can make, and I think that's good enough. Instead of always running the same, because you should be able to use the bodies that you get, and you'll get confident, and you'll start by killing scientists and move on to keycard rooms and stuff like that. So, and face some PvP. But like with an armor like this, dude, 45%, that's like half the this literally means that instead of taking, what is it for a bullet, 50 damage, you take 25. It's huge. It's so much different than being naked. And if it falls off the distance, deals less damage, you maybe take 10, 15. If you have syringe, you get that back, you heal up. Take a look at what people are up to. Building. Thinking. That's my guy, yeah. You have a pair of gloves, sir? You have gloves. You'll be working today? Yeah. You might want to research it. It's good to research. See, he's a starting player. He's got the pants, same pants. Got the right body, the wood body. He's eager to play. What else? I mean, let's just run around, maybe find something. Oh, let's do some poo-poo. If I would start and I would... Oh, let's go kill a beast. Let's go kill a beast. Let's go do that. If I would start and I want to put down my fertilizer business, then you need to do some poles. You'll get scrap. And you can buy wood for 20 bucks for a bunch, like a stack of wood, 1,000 wood. Do you know you can kill this beast with your paddle? Where is my paddle? Do you know you can kill this beast with your paddle and get some clothes? I think he's deaf. I'm not trying, I'm just trying to get a paddle so I can do it. I fucking gave away my paddle. Can I slap a paddle? I think you don't even need tier 1. Need wood. Let's go buy wood. Da, 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 da. So yes, of course, now because I'm making so much cash, I can just go and buy wood. Look at this price. 20 scrap for a stack of wood. That's a TC. That's a TC. Nuts. You know, if you get closer to your workbench, you make your stuff quicker. See, it's 15 seconds. Look, if I cancel it, and then I make it, it's 30 seconds. Right? But as you get closer to your TC, you make it faster. Just, I don't know if everybody knows that. 15 seconds. Am I allowed to throw this in here? Huh. Am I gonna die from this? God. I can do this? Why am I allowed to do this? You can scrap that for gunpowder, of course. Solo life. When you run for science, I prefer to understand where they spawn. We know there's one here, there's one over there. But I prefer to run outside of the street because barrels will spawn on the grass. Food, barrels. So if you come here, rocks, yeah? If you come here, and you have to do the roads, of course. Some outposts are better than others. When you load on your map and you look at the outpost, if it has like roads really close, that is so much superior than an outpost that doesn't. Oh, newly spawned box. Road signs. Most of the electrical stuff gives metal fragments. Binoculars, that's good. I like them. Baseball cap, I used to like it. I think the look is great. But it's so bad. You can get so much better. Is that a bear? No. They're gonna take you coming around. A lot of players I noticed will do the box here, but they forget there's a little tray here with food. The blue bar gives you back 5 health. It might be as good as band-aids. I don't know. These respawn fast, but you can get players there with guns and stuff. The outpost can't reach you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. Oh, that. Yes, hemp seed and cloth. There's what's kinder than dropping hemp seeds near the outpost? What I'm about to do is not cool. It's not cool. But this is the perfect little spot for this. See, most of this spot is safe zoned. There can be explosives in these boxes. These boxes right there. There can be explosives. Anything in the tier 1, I think, can be in there. Get sweaters and stuff. I like the binoculars a lot. Like if I want to go to my house, my so-called house, right now, I can see pretty well if I find anybody around. Like if somebody's on the side of that wall, even I do see their gun, I do see them moving around. Day 2 I came here and I was following a guy and I got greedy and I was like, let me just stand here, it's safe. You can't die in a safe zone, he can't kill you. So he had the hazmat suit and he was running. He was before me, so like, oh shit, and I got greedy and I pulled my gun out here. I was able to pull my gun out. And then he took the rope or something and I shot. It was a nail gun. I don't know if he heard it or what, but he dropped. I didn't hit him, but the outpost said I was a threat. So I hid like here and the outpost couldn't shoot me. I was like, what the heck? Thank God, because I would be dead. And he came back up here and he looked in the box and he got fucking shot in the face by the nail gun. He must have been so mad, man. He had like 3 stacks of rock. He was full, he was loaded. I didn't see him again. He must have been mad. It's not the shit I like to do. Okay, I shouldn't say that. It's fun. It's dumb. Doesn't bring me okay, I shouldn't say that. It's fun. I was laughing my ass off, dude. And then he kept coming. I shot another guy. But I was stuck there. I couldn't go anywhere. Like if I jump, I die. If I move, I die from the outpost. If they respawn, they're stuck. You know, dumb situations. We can't replicate it because, I don't know, people are... They're not here, you know? They're doing other things. It's like day 5. Grab that, grab that. Okay, well I think that's gonna be that for the video. I think you guys get the gist of it. Can make a lot of money doing some outpost work. You see, we still have 225 to make. We'll be almost at 500. We already have tier 2. You know how. Now, thanks for watching.
Hey, what's up, man? Do you have any cloth by chance?
Yeah, well, how much you need?
I need like 200. I'll give you scrap for it.
200? I can give you 125 and I don't need scrap.
Oh, you're so sweet, man. Thank you. I'm just gonna recycle these t-shirts for scrap.
Yeah, of course. They're all the same, the t-shirts. They all offer the 15%, yeah. You need armor, like wood armor or a
it's only
code.
5 scrap each.
You wanna learn my code?
What happened?
You wanna learn my code, or?
You don't want? Oh no, I don't want to learn it.
No, it's good.
It's okay.
It's armor.
No, you can keep it. Keep it.
It's armor, yeah. Because you get the wooden armor and the jacket, which is also armor. Anything else you can put on that shirt.
Yeah, I know it's armor, but it's alright, man. I'm doing good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Oh, he's gonna be right back. Does he have something to trade? What does he have? Maybe he wants to give? What do I have to do? Repair my torch? Can't repair my torch. I don't have fuel. I like the mining hat. The mining hat gives you 20%, so they buffed it. 20% is not bad. And if you put it in conjunction with the scarf, or the, what is it called? Bandana, you get 25, which is as much as the skull, no, as much as the bone. The bone deer, bone helmet, 25. But you also get the light on your forehead, which is just so good. There's nothing like working, doing things with different utilities and still having your light on. Nothing beats that. We can do horse, but there's only a few poo-poo. A lot of people gambling, a lot of people building and then not coming back, dying. Like, even if somebody blows a hole through your house that wasn't there before, they might put a door in. You just have to go back in. Get the tools, get what you need, go back in your house. Sometimes it can be a bummer. Literally experimenting with like sleeping here and having my loot in the other box. Just why not? Okay, I'm out of here. Have fun.